What's good, everyone? It's your boy, Matt Diazable, coming at you with a new EP review. Today, I'm checking out the band The Poserz with their EP Self-Hate. And if you don't know anything about this band, they are I want to say, a bit of a hardcore metalcore band based out of Houston, Texas. One of the members contacted me for a review, and I'm happy to do that. And after listening to this EP, gotta say, quite impressive, because with the name called The Poserz, you think, maybe they won't be that great, whatever. But, it's really cool how they, take influences from bands like Every Time I Die with their aggressive riffs, Power Trip with their aggression and and the thrashiness of Metallica, kind of mix it all together and, make this little EP here that where, I don't think they're much of Poserz. They're really holding their own and sound pretty good. Riffs are very impressive on this little EP, ranging from really stringy style riff playing on the song Self Machine to more like I don't say genty, but dissonant style playing where they have a lot of scaling on them with Self-Hate, and then some really groovy crossover thrashy style playing that reminds me of Power Trip and Metallica on Forget. So I'll play a clip of that last song for you right now so you get a sense of that grooviness they have here. So groovy. And I gotta say, the guitar solo at the end of Self-Hate is really well placed, and it goes right before a good breakdown. So I gotta say, the variety of the guitar playing on this little EP, great. Doing a great job of being versatile. Bass playing on here has a very dirty and heavy feel to it that's, quite impressive for such a small time band. Like on the song Flesh Machine and Self-Hate, it just has a really good dirty sound that goes well with the chaotic heavy music they're making here. And then by the time you get to Forget, it gets even dirtier and heavier. So great bass playing. I'll play a clip of Flesh Machine for you so you get a sense of like that dirty bass playing they have on here. And I think I said the word dirty way too many times in this little clip. Nice and heavy. I will say the drumming at first felt a little bit robotic, like they were using a drum machine, and so it's a bit stiff at the very beginning of the EP, but as the songs progress and you get to Forget, it feels more fleshed out, more loose, more human in a way. And especially with how they use the cymbals to like tap on they're tapping on the cymbals on Forget, it just sounds so nice and just hits the ear in the right spot, and it feels divine. The vocals on here are quite consistent. They have a very heavy feel to it. There's never a real dip in quality, and they do a really good job of being able to sound really good over some blast beats on the song Self-Hate. So I think the vocalist can really hold his own over everything. So here's a clip of Self-Hate for you. Great performance. The production on things on here sound really good for the most part. At the beginning of the first song, the vocals seem a little bit low in the mix, but by the end of the EP, everything seems to be layered out pretty well. So I get a sense that like the first song on here, Flesh Machine, was a more of a earlier song that was made, and then these other songs came later, and you can see the progression of how better they're playing and making music is. And I really like that they add some little sound clips throughout the whole EP to flesh out the whole process and make the songs feel a little bit unique and just have a whole like vibe to them, that it's just not just heavy music playing. There's an atmosphere to it, so kudos to them on that. So overall, this band, The Poserz, I feel like they're a small time band, but they have a very big vision, and they were able to really focus in on it and execute things really well here, because production, their playing, everything just seems well managed and well thought out, and they knew what they were doing, and you can tell and feel it. So I would give this new EP from the band The Poserz, Self-Hate, a good and solid 8.5 out of 10. Links down below. Check them out. Like always, they're a Texas band, so shout out to my Texas bands. Ooh, San Antonio right here, baby. Like always, I will see you in the pit.